Hi families, I'm Miss Shipley. Welcome to our pre-K virtual open house. Although this open house is a lot different than in past years, I'm very excited that you still get to see our classroom and see all of the fun we're having and all of the new things that we're learning. So enjoy!
First, I would like to introduce you to Miss Mostalski. Miss Mostalski is the other teacher in our classroom. She is with us for the entire day and also stays with the students during their lunch. Let's take a look around our classroom. First, you'll see a picture of our smartboard. Our smartboard is used a lot throughout the day for instruction. Next, you will see the list of our classroom rules. Our classroom rules are be kind, be ready to learn, hands to yourself, use walking feet, and use a quiet voice. Beside our classroom rules, you will see our classroom jobs. Right now, the only jobs we have are line leaders and an electrician. Throughout the year, I will add more jobs to help in our classroom. Next, you will see our Buzzing in Pre-K board, where I am able to display our work that we do. Sometimes these projects are done in art class, sometimes we do them in our own classroom. Next, you will see our color posters. On our color days, we look through magazines and find pictures that is the color that we're looking for. So on red day, the students looked through magazines and found things that were red and cut them out and put them on a poster. And then we also did that on orange and black day. Next, you will see our family wall. These are the pictures that the students did in the very beginning of school. I leave these up all year round just so that we can see the importance of each other's families, and if students maybe feel the need that they miss their family, I can take the picture down and they're able to look at it. Next, you will see a graph that we made. Since we had a family unit, we talked a lot about siblings, and so the students were able to count how many siblings they had, put their name, and then we made a graph out of it. As the students come in, we do a lot of things to get ready for our day. When they first come in, they put all of their belongings in their cubby. Then they will take out their folder and put it in their mailbox. After that, they will put their water in their water pocket. Then it is time to make their lunch choice. As you can see, I have pictures of the lunch choices of every day. The students will come in and pick their magnet and put it on the choice that they would like. When they're finished making their lunch choice, then we get busy on our busy bins. I change these every couple days with activities that they can do while we're waiting for everybody to arrive. Next is our classroom schedule. We are very busy throughout the day, and these picture schedules are very nice for our students to see what's coming up next. First, you will see as students come in, they have their arrival activities, which I've already showed you. Then we will have morning meeting or group time. After that, we will have music and movement. Then we will have literacy circle, and then lunch. And then after lunch, we have our center time, which takes up a lot of our day. After that, we go outside or to the gym. Then we have another center time. After that is rest time. When the students wake up, we read a story, and then we have our special, and after our special, we have a snack, and then it's time to go home. After all of the students arrive, we clean up our busy bins, and then it is time for morning meeting. During morning meeting, we focus on calendar, our letter of the week, a number of the week, a color of the week, and a shape of the week. We also include themes, like the sibling graph that you saw in the beginning of this video. Next is our music and movement time. This usually lasts between 15 to 20 minutes. I put on guided movement songs for the students to follow along to. I also put on sometimes themes or holidays that we're celebrating as well. Next is our literacy circle. During our literacy circle, I read a story from our curriculum, and I also go over vocab words using the picture cards that can help them understand maybe some unfamiliar words in the story. Next, I'm going to talk about our curriculum. We use OWL, Opening the World of Learning. In our curriculum, we get daily teaching content for our literacy circle, our small group instruction, math and science and social studies content, and much more. Learning Without Tears is our writing curriculum. We only use this curriculum for our 4-year-olds in the classroom. This curriculum helps teach pencil and crayon grasp, as well as fine motor skills and letter writing. This is the classroom where we eat lunch. It is actually the classroom right next to ours, which is very nice. The students have the same seats every day, and Miss Mostalski stays with them during this time. Students also get a snack and a water every day. Some examples of snacks that we have are goldfish, cheese sticks, Teddy Grahams, and yogurt. And we also have a lot more options. Now we're going to get into the majority of our day, which is our center time. We spend at least an hour and a half of our school day doing centers and sometimes longer depending on the weather outside. This time is a play-based learning time where students can use their special tickets that you can see here are their Bs, and this is where they take the tickets with them to each center, and that helps limit the number of students at each center. So let's get started in describing each center. The first center that we have is our block center. As you can see, we have many different types of blocks here, as well as other toys to play with the blocks, such as people, animals, and cars. The block center takes place right on our rug on the floor, and this is definitely a center that the students enjoy. Next, we have our dramatic play center. Right now you can see our dramatic play center is a kitchen. Also throughout the year, I turn the center into many different things, such as a grocery store, a farm, a jungle, a garden, and much more. As you can see, we have dress up vests this year, which is very nice. These vests are wipeable, which makes it very easy to clean. The students really enjoy wearing them and pretending to be different types of community workers. Next, we have our art center. As you can see, I provide a lot of materials for students to create whatever type of art project that they would like. As you can see, they can use pipe cleaners, popsicle sticks, crayons, markers, stickers, glue, tissue paper, scissors, tape, paper, and I add a lot more materials as the year goes on. This is not a guided art project. These are all independent. It gives the students to explore with different materials and create new things. And after they make their art projects, they have the option of taking it home, which many of you have seen these projects in their folders, or sometimes we also get to keep them as well. Our next center is our literacy center. In this center, I provide the students with literacy games, magnetic letters, letter puzzles. All of the materials in here help with letter recognition, letter sounds, and pre-reading skills. Next, we have our math center. In our math center, the students have the opportunity to play with math games, math manipulatives, and fine motor games. In the center, we focus on number recognition, counting, number operations, patterning, and sequencing. Next is our writing center. Our writing center has pre-writing activities in it. We also have dry erase boards, stencils, and name writing practice. The next center in our classroom is our table toy center. Table toys are small toys to help students with fine motor development. Some of the toys that we have in the center are Legos, puzzles, bristle blocks, magnetic tiles, and much more. Now we have our Discovery Center. Our Discovery Center is filled with science and STEM materials. In the center, sometimes I focus on certain themes, such as life cycles of apples, pumpkins, butterflies, and our five senses. This is our easel. Our easel is used for students to create any type of art projects using paint. Sometimes we have paint cups with brushes. As you can see in these pictures right now, we have paint rollers, which are very nice and not as messy. The students really enjoy making art projects at the center. Next is our dollhouse. With our dollhouse, the students have the opportunity to put furniture in the dollhouse and play with the dolls in there. Next is our library center. In our library center, I put the read aloud stories that we read in class. This gives students the opportunity to retell the stories while looking at the pictures. During our center time, I pull students for small group instruction. This happens while the rest of the class is playing. I usually pull between 4 to 5 kids at a time. I get the activities for my small group lessons, mostly from the curriculum, and sometimes I create my own lessons. It usually takes between 5 to 10 minutes. I do a literacy lesson as well as a math lesson. Next is our gross motor time. We have at least 30 minutes a day of gross motor. Many days we have a lot more than that. Usually we go outside if the weather is appropriate, and we get to utilize the playground at our school building. If it does rain or if the temperature is below 26 degrees, we will play in the gym. In the gym, I usually give the students balls, scooters, jump ropes, hula hoops, anything to help them with their gross motor skills. We are very fortunate to be able to participate in specials like the rest of the school. On day one, we have art with Mrs. Murtha. She comes to our classroom and does art projects with our students. On day two, we have music with Mrs. Neely. She also comes to our classroom and sings songs and does dances with our kids. On day three, we have gym with Mr. Scappy. We do get to go to the gym for this time. And on day four, we have STEAM with Mr. Kier. He comes to our classroom and does projects with STEM and science. There are many differences this year in order to make our learning environment safe and healthy. First, you will see that students and teachers wear masks and shields throughout the entire day. Next, you will also notice that we do use hand sanitizer multiple times throughout the day. As the students come in and leave the classroom, they do get a squirt of hand sanitizer. They also get hand sanitizer while they're playing at centers. We do hand washing multiple times a day, especially before lunch and snack. We use disinfectant wipes and sprays on our toys while we're playing. And lastly, we have a wonderful custodial staff that makes sure that our classroom is clean and safe and healthy for our students. Lastly, I would like you to enjoy the project we did this week. Since we are talking about community helpers, we've also been talking about what we want to be when we grow up, and the students had the opportunity to pick a job and explain why they wanted to do that. So enjoy. Thank you for watching our pre-K virtual open house. I hope you've gotten to see all of the fun things that we are doing in school and all of the new things that we are learning while staying safe and healthy. I look forward for the rest of the year with these students. Have a wonderful night.